Well, hello there. Welcome back, everyone, to All the Mod 7 to the Sky. How's it going? Awkward Skrill, welcome in. At least let me start whining before you tell me to stop whining. How's it going? How's it going? Blues Wolf, welcome in. How are you guys doing today? I hope everything is fantastic. We're just going to be starting off with a little bit of planning on what we want to do for today's stream. So as you may know, yesterday, if you were here, you saw that we started getting up some basic automations in. So we got this flux compactor up and running. This basically turns pieces into chunks or into raw pieces of the ore, which we need to then smelt. I went ahead and made 3 gold upgrades. I think I made one of them on stream. But if not, I made 3 of them, so this should run plenty fast. Now the problem I'm having with this is that I have 12 types of pieces and only 9 slots over here, so this thing can get a bit clogged up. So I'm thinking I might need to make another flux compactor in order to make sure this works properly. But other than that, it is time, I think, to start thinking about expanding the platform a little bit, because I am kind of tired of getting yeeted off constantly. So we might need to do that. I've been thinking of using polished blackstone as well. Hey cat, how are you doing? Alright, I'll give you the first. You were the first to claim it, after all, so it's yours. So I think what we'll do is we'll just keep using some blackstone. Polished blackstone bricks should be good enough. And what I also want to do apart from that is start looking at getting a backpack. Because we do need a backpack if we want to go traveling in the Twilight Forest and stuff. So we'll take a look at that. It's your fault for trusting your chat. Yeah, I guess that is my fault, kind of. But then again, it's pretty fun. Gives you guys something to do, right? Other than listening to my nonsense for 3 hours in a row. Okay, so let's just keep expanding this. Now this is not going to be final. I'm obviously going to make changes once I get my hands on more materials, but for now this is the only thing I have access to, basically. So we're just gonna keep plugging away at it. Something interesting I found while checking this out: parity gem from Apotheosis. If I search this in JEI, nothing shows up. There's no gems from Apotheosis, but I'm still getting these somehow. If I check the mod Apotheosis, there's no gems in here. So I'm not sure where I'm getting these from, but they seem to be something that's not showing up in JEI. It's pretty interesting. Expand platform plus fences. I'm pretty sure my yeet can take me above those fences. Okay, let's sleep. Let's get an early night's sleep today. Oh, I've made a right mess of things over here, haven't I? So much stuff. Might need to look into applied energistics soon. But first things first, we need to look at the backpack. Now this thing needs any 4 pieces of leather. I'm not sure which... What is this? Ersatz leather. That needs honeycombs, so we definitely don't have that. What about rotten leather? That's just 5 pieces of rotten flesh. I guess that's doable if we set up a mob farm. So we might do that. And if we have normal leather, that comes from Wilden Wings. That can come from smelt... Ouch! Hey! There was no need for that. Hey! Squirrel is intent on hurting me. Help! I have 2 pieces of leather. I just need 2 more. Do you guys reckon these 2 llamas will give me 2 pieces of leather? What do you guys think? Do we do it? Awkward Squirrel thinks yes, Cat thinks no. We have a tie. We have a tie in chat. There's one for yes, one for no. If someone says yes or no, then we'll have a final answer. I should probably smelt up these silkworms as well, so we can have something to eat. I think we have a few more over here. Okay. In the meantime, I want to check something out. I think it is pretty much time. Oh, Nerd Gamer says yes. There we go. We got our answer. Sorry, cat. Democracy. Well, this one didn't drop any. Let's hope we can get 2 from this. Nope. They just dropped leads. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm probably going to have to do something about this. Now, how do you dupe items in Project E? You need some sort of chest, right? Who yeeted me? Oh, that was Cat. Okay, that cable saved me over there. I need an energy condenser. Now, this thing is going to need some dark matter, so it's not something we can get immediately. But we should be looking to make some dark matter as soon as possible. And in the meantime, I just need to figure out a way to get either rotten flesh or some more leather. I think we should be able to get some rotten flesh from the Twilight Forest, right? Are there any zombies that spawn in the Twilight Forest? I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever seen any. But let's go check it out. Oh, yeah. So let's go. Boop. Okay. Where am I? I'm pretty far away from my portal. This is where my portal used to be, but for some reason there's a glitch with the Twilight Forest where now it's just putting me in a new portal. Not sure what that's about. Okay, so there's some wilderness stalkers here, there's some skeletons, there's some wolves. I don't see any sort of mobs on the top over here. I do know that the Twilight Forest has deer or some form of deer, so we might get something from them. But let's see. I need to go down to that hill over there, and if we dig down to the bottom of the hill, there might be some mob spawns down there. We'll check it out. Oh hey, it's a sheep. So if this is the hill where we spawned the first time, and if you check, this is where the Twilight portal used to be. Blanket 5 is fully finished. Nice. Is that the one which you sent a picture of in Zug's Discord? Whoops. Where should I go from here? Oh, I hear zombies. I hear zombies. Oh, those were patterns? Gotcha. Okay, so where was the zombie? The zombie seems to be somewhere over here. You posted the finished blanket in Discord? Nice, I'll check it out later. Okay, I need 5 pieces of leather. I need 5 pieces of rotten flesh so that I can make 1 leather, I think. Let's hope that I can get that. Rotten leather. That's 5 pieces, yeah. So I need 10 pieces of rotten flesh. Oops, I did not mean to break that. Okay, sorry, I know it's dark, but I don't have any torches. Might need to go back home and get some. Yep, let's go back home. Let's get some torches. Where are my sticks? Where's my sticks? There they are. That should do. Let's put all of this away. Got a bag of seeds. What's this? Seeds from Croptopia. I don't think there's place for me to put them. Just put them here for now. And I think there's something called a void bag or something. A void ring. No, that's from Project E. A void tier. This is what I need. So this needs a nebulous heart and a slime pearl. Once I make this, I can keep almost unlimited amount of one item type. So that can probably just hold my cobblestone. But for now, I need to put it somewhere else. And I guess the void will do. I'll just keep one stack on me. That's just gonna be for emergencies. And I need to make a new pickaxe. One more pickaxe. Need to stop breaking my pickaxes so quickly. Did I use all my sticks? I think I did. There you go. Really need to figure out how to get my portal back to where it used to be. Okay, let's go down here. Don't know why there's a random dirt block over there. Okay, there's a zombie. Yes, we got 2 rotten flesh from that guy. Not bad. Okay, let's remember we have torches this time. Aha! Quest complete. I've killed some zombies. What sort of bounty board is that? Kill 5 zombies and that get... Oh, nice. We got 5 rotten flesh and some XP from that. So I just need 1 more and I should be able to make 2 leather. Nice. That was easier than I thought it would be. Okay, I just need to figure out where there's more zombies. Is there any down there? Oh, that's a kobold. Plenty of iron over here, which is nice. A little bit of coal is also... Oh, that's a lot of coal. I should probably use a digital miner over here once I get access to mechanism. That'll... Oh, thanks for the shrink. That is not ideal. This is not a good situation to be in. Hey Zesty, welcome in. Oh, there we go. Back to normal. How's it going? What are you up to today? Okay, I don't hear any more zombies. Maybe we need to give this place a little time to respawn them. Making an auto-sieve setup in agrarian skies. You are a much more patient man than I am. That's for sure. Okay, any zombies down here? I'm just searching for one piece of rotten flesh. Okay, I might die here. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. I forgot to make a shield. That should probably be the first thing I made. I think it's 6 planks, isn't it? Yep, there we go. Got a shield. Flashback. Oh, hey. Get out of here. Stop it. Stupid little kid. Oh, goodness sake. Autonomous activator breaks the cobble to get gravel. Gravel gets picked up by vacuum hopper and passed to another autonomous activator that uses a sieve. Then vacuum hopper picks up those items and sends them to a chest. That's a nice setup. Okay, let's put that over there. Oh my god, my inventory's a mess. What is this? A blessed fiery helmet of iron. Burns attackers. Alright. I'll take it. Well, we do have 11 rotten flesh. So I'm just gonna go home. And let's break that. That gave me a tombstone soulbound. Not bad. It's pretty decent reward, I'd say. So what I need to do is make 2 rotten flesh. Oh, 2 rotten leather. And then just smelt it. Very compact other than the giant cobble gen. As long as it's automated, it's worth it. Okay, I don't think I need any cobblestone, but can I make a copper upgrade? What do I need for this? I need a drawer, 2 chests, 2 blocks, and 4 copper. So that's 9 2s are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Feels like a completely different game. Yeah, I mean, you're going so far back. It definitely must be pretty interesting. It was interesting for me to watch, but I won't be able to do it myself. Do we have any ore pieces in here? I don't think so. I think everything's in here. Oh, nice. This thing is doing well. I might give this some speed upgrades, actually. That might be worth it. Just to get this processing a little bit faster. Yep, that's much better. So this will get me plenty of quartz, and then we can get started with stuff like applied energistics. What just happened? Stream elements, stop giving me nightmares. For once. I beg. Okay, so I have some toast. Let's put all of this stuff away. Put this away. We got some coarse dirt. I don't know what to do with this. Just turn it into normal dirt and put it away. Okay, so that can go there, that can go there. Now we need to make a backpack. So, make a backpack. I need 4 leather, which I finally do have. I need a chest and 4 string. Thankfully, string is not an issue for us because of silkworms. So I just need 1 chest and we should be good. There we go. Backpack, quest complete. This must be basic storage. That just gives you XP. And then I need to make... Oh, I need 1 more leather. Darn it. Okay, you'll forget about that for now. We'll just make an iron backpack. That's gonna need some iron. I think I have some iron dust here. Now there's no acceleration wand yet, so unfortunately we can't speed this up. But it's fine. I just need how many ingots? I have 4. So I just need 4. And we should be able to upgrade this to iron. Quest complete. Oh, that gave me back 4 iron. Not bad. And then a gold backpack. That's just going to need a little bit of gold. Actually, let's just use all 8. It's 8, right? Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that the recipes are not changed. So it's still 8. And then for a diamond backpack, it's 8 diamonds. I have 13 diamonds. I could do this. I could do a diamond backpack. I don't know if I want to though. What do you think? Do I need to do a diamond backpack? Would be a waste of diamonds, I think. This is how big a gold backpack is. I think we should be fine with gold for now. If I put this in my back. Yeah, there we go. This gives me a portion of gold sight. This is a diamond sight. This is netherite sight. Okay. I don't need this right now. Let's put that away. Let's put that away. And let's go exploring. I need a little bit of armor though. I don't have any good armor. What sort of chest plates can I make? I can make all the modium, but that's obviously going to need all the modium. Okay, why is there 2 different types? There's a netherite version and I don't see any difference between both of these. So I'm not sure why anyone would do this. There's a carbon chest plate from FTB Industrial Contraptions. This might be worth looking into. Also there's some dark matter and red matter armor from Project E. Twilight Forest armor. Your basic stuff. I guess I could do a diamond chest plate, maybe. It's not a lot of options. Ooh, osmium chest plate. That could be pretty neat. And refined obsidian. So this would need me to go through mechanism, right? Refined obsidian would need to go through the metallurgic infuser. I guess it's as good a time as any to get started with some mechanism. Alright, let's do it. So we're gonna need 4 pieces of iron, 1 osmium, 4 redstone. Oh wait, was it 2 redstone? I think it was 2. And 2 furnaces. That's just gonna be... Let's make some extras. Was it something like this? Yes, there we go. Mechanism has been started. This gave me a basic control circuit. That's always useful. Get a bucket. The infusing machine gave us some alloys. Not bad. So we got some basic and advanced control circuits. That could be useful. Now I need to make an enrichment chamber. What I'm going to do is put my mechanism machines on this side over here for now. And then for the enrichment chamber, let's see, what do we need? So we need some steel casing, 4 redstone, 2 iron, and 2 basic control circuits. Hang on. So if I want to make some steel, I want to make this the right way. I don't want to use this because this is a waste of coal and I don't have the hammer anymore. So I need to do it the mechanism way. That's going to be some carbon and some iron. Let's go to sleep. And let's get 8 iron. Oh, 8 coal. That's gonna go in there. That's gonna go in there. I have no power, which makes sense. Let's break this. Thankfully, mechanism machines retain their inventory, so I don't have a problem with breaking the machines. Okay, how much? Oh, this thing is full. Whoops. I just realized that the quartz drawer that I put up there has not been linked. There we go. Now it should be. Got plenty more iron to add to the chests. And we should be able to get 4 steel dust from this. I don't like the texture for the steel dust. I think the mechanism steel dust looks a lot better than this. This one looks a bit weird. Right, 4 steel dust. Yeah, this is more like steel filing. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't look like a dust. Like you would expect it to have a similar texture to redstone, right? But it looks very different. It looks a bit weird to me. I think the best ore unification mod textures that I have seen till now is from Emendatus Enigmatica from the Enigmatica mod pack. That has the best textures I've ever seen on any ore unification mod. No doubt about it. Okay, so this thing needs 1 osmium ingot and some glass. I don't think I have any osmium left. I do have plenty of glass. So we need to make 1 piece of osmium. Osmium is pretty rare. Osmium pieces are not that easy to find. It's just a 5% chance on iron and 15% chance on diamond, which is pretty low if you consider it. It's pretty low. Oh, it's done. Okay, osmium goes in the middle, steel on the sides, and glass in the remaining. Steel casing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was 2 iron, but let's just get 4 to be safe. There we go. I was correct. Okay, enrichment chamber is pretty neat because this will allow us to enrich our redstone to make sure we don't use as much of it. Then we need, this is just the control circuits. Now one thing I think that all the mods should really improve a lot on is their questing system. This is pretty new for them. All the mods used to be kitchen sink mod packs, so questing is pretty new for them, but they could improve a lot. This is really not the best questing system they could have done. Okay, osmium compressor, this is going to need some more steel and infused alloy. So 4 infused alloy and 4 steel as far as I can see, because we have the advanced control circuits, thankfully. Let's get 1 osmium, and 1 piece of redstone should be enough. If we enrich this, we can do 8 control circuits. Oh, not control circuits, sorry, infused alloy. I get confused sometimes. Mechanism is a confusing mod with its silly names like supercritical phase shifter and anti-protonic nucleosynthesizer and rotary condensator. Silly names. Okay, that gave me a redstone. This gave me an enriched redstone. Nice. Not the best rewards out there, but again, they haven't got much experience with it, so I'm gonna give it a pass for right now. What I need to check is there any way I can make the feeding upgrade? That's gonna need a glistering melon slice, golden carrot, apple, and an ender pearl. This might be the issue. There's no way for us to get ender pearls right now, so we might need to figure that out. Task complete. What do you mean task complete? Is there a task for 5x? Not sure. Is it this one? Nope. Is it the bounty board? No, no idea. I'm just gonna let it go. Enrich the coal, please. That's just gonna make 4 more steel for us. I should figure out a method to get this smelted up. And I'm thinking, what's the best way to do it? What is the best way to smelt these things up? I think we figured out that the best way was the crushing wheel, right? That or melting it. So tinkers or create. That's the 2 options that we have. And then the third option would be the purification chamber from mechanism. But that needs oxygen, which would need the electrical, the electrolytic separator and all that stuff. So that's a little bit in the future for us. Oh, is this thing done? It seems to be done. Let's get these out. Okay, so pieces can go in here. That should just automatically make its way through over here thanks to our laser IO system. And then let's put this in here so this can quickly compact it. In the meantime, this has finished our steel dust. Hey Canal, create would be the best since you can still wash after you crush. Wait, can you? Raw iron. Hey, who did that? Oh, it was Hikanel. It was Hikanel all along. Okay, so after crushing iron dust, I can wash it. It doesn't show that I can wash it. It just says I can blast it. Doesn't seem to be a way to wash it. Okay, steel casing complete. Osmium compressor. Where are you? So that needs 2 buckets. Okay, I think that's doable. I have 1 bucket here. Do I have another one? Yep, there we go. Another one. Compressor was complete. Ooh, we got back our infused alloy for that. That's pretty good. Maybe washing has been disabled? Maybe. What sort of stuff could you do with washing? Okay, we need to make 8 refined obsidian ingots. So that's gonna need 8 refined obsidian dust, which needs some obsidian and enriched diamond. So that's gonna be 1 diamond. And I need 2 obsidian. I just realized I have no way of getting obsidian, do I? I didn't never thought about it. I need to make a stone barrel. Don't go outside without washing yourself. Yeah, that's a good idea. I need some stone. Getting a migraine? Oh, squirrel, so sorry to hear that. Please take care of yourself. That's more important than watching my silly stream. Take care, get some rest, get some medication if you have to, and get some sleep. Always happy to have you here. Hey Melon, can you show me your skin? Sure. Hi. What's up? They call me Disco Pants Deadshot. Oh god. And now I'm Disco Pants Tiny Deadshot. It's really nice, thank you. I quite like it. Okay, back to normal. Alright, so this should allow us to make some obsidian. All I need to do is give some... Oh, no, that's wrong. I need to do this. And if I take a bucket of lava and put it in here, that gives me obsidian. There you go. Ice bucket challenge. So I just need 2 of these. And we should be good. I'm just gonna keep that there for obsidian production whenever I need it. And let's put this back on. Did you play on Wiggly server for Cuboid Outpost Luxury? I don't think I did. Hey, thanks for the follow, Melon. I don't think I did. I think I was playing Cuboid Outpost on single player when Mr. Wiggly did the luxury edition. So I didn't bother getting on the server because I probably wouldn't have done anything. Okay, so we got the obsidian dust. Now we just need to get the enriched diamond and we should be able to get 8 refined obsidian dust. And then that can just be turned into refined obsidian with some osmium. I need 8 pieces of osmium. There you go. Let's put this away for now. Wait a minute. There's no space for me to put this in. There you go. Now there is. I really need to unify these like items in some sort of digital storage. And unfortunately there's no refined storage in this pack, which means we have to go with Applied Energistics 2. Not that that's a bad mod. It just needs a little bit more work to get into the storage. That's all. Okay, are you done? Almost. I could get started with some compressing, I guess. I'm just making a mess over here. Just putting down machines wherever I can. This thing is basically capped out. Thankfully, I have a battery over here with a little bit of a buffer. I could go with the ID storage system, that's true. The problem with the ID storage system... Hi, Quinn! The problem with the ID storage system is that I'm still using chests in order to use the storage. And with non-stackable items, this thing gets filled up super quick. How about a house? A house on a skyblock? We don't do houses on a skyblock. At least I've never done one till now. I should probably get this thing started up again now that we have emptied out the chest. Which means I need a variable card. Export all items. There you go. 9 stacks of cobble immediately. I can build a house on a skyblock. Do I want to though? That is a different question. Also, by the way, if my voice is sounding a little bit tired, it's because yesterday I spent about 7 hours disassembling my old table, and I got a new table from IKEA which I assembled all by myself, so I'm really proud of that. Hi Nitsa. So I am a little bit tired. Not used to that much physical exercise, to be honest with you. Okay, there we go. So we got some armor, so we should be good to go to the Twilight Forest. Get building, slacker. If I'm gonna build a base, it's not going to be a house. It's going to be something else. I'm gonna build a big base if I build one. Well, it won't be a house. I'm really bad at building houses. I did one in FTB Plexiglass Mountain and that was more than enough for me. It was surprisingly easy for me to put together the table. It just took me a lot of time, more than anything else. It was just about how much time it takes. Because by yourself, you do need to do a lot more work. But it was an interesting experience because this is the first time I've ever bought an IKEA table. And it's pretty awesome. It is pretty awesome. Cannot lie. I'm really happy with it. I like big tables and I cannot lie. We got some soda quartz ore. Might as well use this as well because we need this for applied energistics. Sulfur. I'm not sure I need that right now. Let's take some stellarite. Oh no, ex-petrified orbs. I keep getting those two mixed up. Alright, and this time let's keep an eye out on the pickaxe to make sure it doesn't break. There's some osmium. I hear a kobold. Yeah, I need to make a miner. Oh, this is not a kobold, that's a red cap. Haha, you're trapped now. Hoping to work on your craft room tomorrow? It's still all tore up. Yeah, I actually didn't expect the table to come in so quickly. The delivery date was for 29th September and it actually showed up yesterday, which was 27th. It showed up the day before yesterday on 26th, so I set it up yesterday. So I'm really happy that it came early, but I was just not expecting it. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Do I want to take any uraninite? I don't think we have any way of processing it right now. So I might just leave that as it is. Hey, give me back my torches, please. Speaking of torches, I should actually start lighting this stuff up. "27 redstone blocks. Ha ha ha. Woohoo! Diamond! Diamonds! We found diamonds. We found diamonds. We beat the game. Anyone know where that's from? Yeah, this is the hill from Twilight Forest. It usually has a lot of ores. It's basically made for mining ores. Got some forbidden crystal ore. Of arcane crystal ore. Hey Zombert, come here. Come here. Yes. Give me your rotten flesh. Your knowledge of death has increased. I wonder what that is. There we go. Plenty more iron coming in. Put all of that away. I think that's a decent amount of iron. Let's just go this side. See, oh, there's plenty of copper over here. It's part of Corail Tombstone. Yeah, I need to figure out how Corail Tombstone works. I've never really played around with it too much. I just know the graves part of it. You get buffs if you click on the thingy. What thingy? Is there like a GUI for it? Knowledge of depth. Oh, there is. Do I have any buttons available for this? Let's just do 0. Ah, there you go. So there is a configuration. Oh, this is for my grave. Wow, there's a lot of options here. Nice. Okay, I think I'll go for this one. This one looks good. Then, oh wow, there's a lot of configuration that you can do over here. Grave spawn rule normal, allow grave in water, skip respawn screen, deny grave on death. No, we don't want that. Equipment, auto equip always, equip elytra in priority, prioritize tool on the hotbar. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Nice. You can keep it from destroying your Twilight portal. I don't think I'm going to use that much anymore. Oh, look at this. We got an essence of undeath. Kill undead mobs. This has a rare chance to drop the grave's dust and essence of undeath. And then graves come in 2 marble colors and 6 different styles. 30 minutes after a grave is placed or the previous soul is used, a new soul will spawn. Alright. What can you do with that though? The ponder thing is now an API, so anyone can use it. So I think all the mods has added that. It's pretty neat, I think. Hey Autobahn, I just realized what your name kind of symbolizes. If you meant it to. There's half a dozen things to do with the grave spirits. I need to look into it. Autobahn. Ooh, Inferium. Yep, Autobahn from Germany, right? the high-speed highway. Okay, we got some Inferium. That's pretty neat. We can get started with mystical agriculture. Oh, there's some uranium. Uranium. I like it. It's pretty awesome when you say people's usernames and then you realize that it stands for something else. Little wordplay is always fun. Oh, we got swarm spiders. Okay, thankfully they don't do too much damage. Okay, there's 24 blocks. I have plenty of durability. And let's see. I don't think there's anything else left over here to mine. We'll just keep going around and see if there is. I think that's the dimensional shard ore from earlier. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. Let's put that away though. Have we locked into an all-the-modium ore yet? Nope. Not yet. I think, yeah, they should be at the top of the hill. I haven't looked at the top too much yet. So we'll see. We'll figure it out. Okay, there you go. There's a little bit more iron over here, but I'm going to leave that for now because we have plenty of resources. Uranium, I can't mine that because that needs mining level diamond. So it needs a diamond pickaxe basically. I'll probably just come here with a builder in the future, an RF Tools builder, and just basically demolish the place. Yeah, but I don't want to get stuck in here. So let's try to make a way out. If I can find it. Yeah, I don't think there's any all-the-modium in this hill. Ouch. My knees. I broke my knees. Okay, this is not where I came from. Did I come from here? Ouch. Okay, I'm just gonna go straight home. Okay, let's put all of our stuff away. See. Copper can go in there, iron can go in here. And then remaining stuff. Dimension shards, Certus quartz, all of this. Raw ores can go in here. And that should be it. I think I'll get started with with applied energistics now, because that is going to be pretty important for early game automation. So if we look at, oh, we got another enriched obsidian. If you look at the quest line for applied energistics, we've gotten started with this. For some reason, we've got a player head that is interesting. Hey dudes, it's me, 82,000. I have no idea who that is. I'm just gonna keep his head over here. Why not? Let's put that away. So great dust can be used as a crafting ingredient to make some other stuff. That's pretty useful. So welcome to Applied Energistics 2, yada yada yada. To get started, we need to make some crystal seeds, and then we can just duplicate those with crystal growth accelerators. But we can also use the enrichment chamber from mechanism, which is why it's a good thing that we made this early on. So let's get some Certus quartz dust, and we need a little bit of sand to combine those two together to make the Certus quartz seeds. And then if we put this in the enrichment chamber, that should give us 64 Certus quartz crystals. That'll be plenty, I think, for starting off with. Hey, Al, hey, how's it going, Al? Ouch! I just realized I have the fiery helmet thing on. Welcome in, Raiders. How's it going? Hey, Mojo Joel, one of my favorite usernames on Twitch. Welcome in. How was your stream, Al? What did you get up to today? Played some Apex. Oh, I died. Wow. Totally guess with the yeet effectively killing me. How's it going over here? It's going pretty good. We started all the mod 7 to the sky, and it's been pretty fun. Oh. Ouch. Hey. Oh. Taking L. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We got all of our stuff back. Let's just put this all back where it was supposed to be. Like this. I'm gonna need a bigger base soon. Yep, that's for sure. That is for sure. Okay, I'm just gonna put this hammer and the building wand into my backpack for now, because I don't think I really need it. Might put this over here. We have an andesite pebble. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Just put it away for now, I guess. Hey Ludi, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I recognize that name. I think I've seen you in Hermit streams. Is that where I've seen you? There you go. We got some more Certus quartz crystals. So, yep, Hermits and Quins. Nice. I knew I've seen that username. I remembers. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, before we move around, you get up around this time to have breakfast before school. Nice. Before we move on from and get started with applied energetics, I want to check something real quick, which is, can we make the insightful crystal? This thing needs a bottle of enchanting, so that is, I guess we could get a bottle of enchanting by using experience, because we do have mob grinding utils in this. So we have an XP drain tank. Oh, this is going to need Eyes of Ender. Never mind. We don't have any. Oh, hang on. Hang on just a second. I forgot that we have Project E in this pack. We can get Ender Pearls at least. And Blaze Powder, I think I do have a couple of. So yeah, there we go. So if I do a Philosopher's Stone, that gives me 2 Ender Pearls. Then I can just put them together to make Eyes of Ender. And Project E is basically just hacks at this point. Project E is just hacks. There's nothing else to say about it. Okay, we need a hopper, a singularity tank, and iron bars. So iron bars, some iron, and some glass. Forgot about that all the time when you ran out of iron and had gold. Yeah, it's too good. Project E is just too good. I love it. Especially when it's not balanced. When it's OP, it's absolutely insane what you can do with it. 1 emerald gets you 2 diamonds. Yep, I did that yesterday actually. I did that yesterday when I had less diamonds. Where is my chest? There it is. Yeah, it's just for bare resources. I need to make a hopper. And this should be a XP drain singularity tank. Now we should be able to put XP in here. Now the question is, can I make a bottle of enchanting with the XP from here? That's the question. Been focusing on creating the alchemy mod. Where's the bottle of enchanting? There it is. Grinding out base resources sucks. That's for sure. Okay, I might need to make the fluid encapsulator, because I don't think there's a way other than that. Or maybe there's a bottler from productive bees. Oh, this is pretty easy. I should be able to make this. So that's just 7 iron ingots, 1 glass, and 1 smooth stone slab. Say that 10 times fast. I'm going to turn all the cobblestone into antimatter. Yeah, you pretty much can do that. If you have like a high tier cobblestone generator, you could pretty much do that. Okay, 3 smooth stone, that should give us 6 slabs. And let's get some glass and make ourselves a bottler. There we go. Bottle has been created. I'll put that over here. And now it's time to see how this works. So, this is empty right now. So all I need is 3 glass to make 3 bottles. And then I put that in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this here. Stand on that just for a minute. That gives me 200 millibuckets. Now how much do I need to make a bottle? You can just click the bottles on the XP tanks. Can you? Hang on. Oh, that works. I didn't need to make the bottler then. Although that might be useful in the future, so I'm just gonna keep it. Thank you for that. Audubon, always helpful. Okay, I think I just have 140 millibuckets in there. So I should be able to make the insightful crystal now. That just needs 2 lapis and 2 emeralds. I have lapis and emeralds. So let's make the insightful crystal. And we can use this to collect all of our XP and all of our rewards apparently, and store them inside over here. So now I'm not really scared of losing my XP when I die. Thankfully. Oh, we got some scrambled eggs. Nice. I love scrambled eggs. There's another head. You made a hero's medallion. What's that? Stores experience for you. Oh, this is from Reliquary. But that needs a coin of fortune, infernal tear, nebulous heart. So that needs a lot of stuff. I prefer a tank in a backpack with a third level pump. Yeah, I haven't ever used... What's this? A traveler's logbook. Nice. I haven't ever used the... whatchamacallit? Tanks in sophisticated storage. This is just a quest book. So I'm just gonna throw that away. We don't really need a quest book. Let's go to bed. You had a general mob farm running and had all that stuff. Oh, that makes sense. I still need to make a mob farm. Okay, so there's no so there's literally nothing in the Twilight Forest book. What's the point of having that book then? That was useless. We got 2 soul sand though. Let's use this. Yeah, there's literally nothing in there. Okay, there's some more quartz. This thing is working pretty well. Look at that. We got more diamonds. 19 diamonds now. Not bad. Okay, let's throw away the cobble as per usual. And let's get back now that we've made the crystal. We don't care about our XP anymore. Can I do this? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, but that's it says it's a work in progress, but the work hasn't even started. Like, there's 0 entries in the book. That doesn't mean work in progress. That means you haven't started yet. Okay, so first thing I need to do is make an inscriber. So that needs a sticky piston, a couple of sticky pistons. They get big depending on what your backpack is set up with. Netherite backpack with a couple of stack upgrades will hold a few million buckets. Oh, hang on, I think I do remember using them in Enigmatica 6 Expert, but I never used them like as a backpack. I used them as a tank storage. Yeah, I do remember now. Yeah, those got pretty big. Hero medallion and the crystal are the same. Oh, I see. I just know about the crystal because I've played with thermal series so much, so it's kind of like my go-to choice for experience storage at this point. Okay, so I need to make a couple of pistons. So that's gonna need some planks, some cobble, and some redstone, and some iron. I basically need everything. Let's make 2 pistons. I can make 2 of these, then I can make 2 of these. Crystal is a little small. Yes, it's a little bit small, but it's good for early game, I think. There's also like the memory cards or something from memory stick from New Metacraft. This is also pretty decent. There's plenty of options out there. Now if I wanted to make the Inscriber, the normal one, that's gonna need 5 iron ingots and 1 copper ingot. So I need 1 piece of copper. I don't know why this is over here. Let's get 1 copper ingot. And that should allow us to make an inscriber. Now this thing needs power, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure it does. Crystal looks like it's good until you can make the medallion. Yep, I think that's the way to do it. Okay, so we have the inscriber. This can insert from top, from bottom, and left, right, back, front. Okay. I like that they put a tooltip over here to tell you where you can insert items from. That's pretty awesome. I used to get super confused before when I used to play with this. And it looks like they've changed the textures up a little bit. So it looks a little decent. We also need to make the charger. Now, do I need this for anything in particular? I don't think I do, right? The charger, when supplied with power, will take certain quartz crystals and charge them. Oh, they can be used to make fluix. So is there any other way to make fluix in this pack? I think you can sieve to get fluix dust, right? Yeah, you can sieve dust to get fluix. So I think I don't have any fluix, but if I sieve some dust, I should be able to get some. So let's see, can I put some dust in here? Let's get all of this out. Need the crystal. Yeah, you can enrich the dust, right? Okay, I'll just put that in there. So if I get some fluids from that, okay, I didn't mean to click the grass. I think it's a pretty low chance though to get fluids. It's a 3% chance. Yeah, that's not a lot. The emerald mesh, I might be able to upgrade my mesh to get a little bit more. Okay, give me that. I have plenty of emeralds at this point, so we should be able to upgrade this. Now, I do not have a netherite mesh at this point, but we should be able to get one in the future. Oops, I clicked out of my game. Where's the netherite mesh? This is all very meshed up. Where is it? This quest line is a bit weird. Oh, there it is. It got me back 1 emerald. Okay, I'll take it. And a bit of XP. In this pack, it doesn't look like you can infuse it, but you can make a seed with it, then throw into the water and wait. Well, you don't really need to throw it into the water, do you? Because fluids dust can be... Oh, wait. They've removed the recipe. Have they? Nope, nope. It's still here. You can enrich the fluid seed with the enrichment chamber. So... netherite is very easy, and igneous extruder can make a lot of netherite. Wait, what? Oh, netherrack. Okay, that scared me for a minute. So, igneous extruder, you say? Yeah, that should be pretty easy. Just a block of redstone with lava and witch water. That's doable. We'll probably get into that once I clean up the base a little bit. I'll probably spend some time expanding the base and then moving everything to a proper location. I also want to dig out this the grass and make the island centered around the bedrock, which is underneath over here, because we need the bedrock to make flux dust. So I need to do that. That's just gonna take some time though. Oh, there we go. Our first flux dust. This should give us 2 fluid seeds. And if we enrich them, then we get some more. What is this? More XP. You have 3 extruders going, 1 for netherrack, 1 for basalt, and 1 for endstone. Oh yeah, I guess you can crush endstone as well, right? To make crushed endstone and then sieve that for stuff. Oh, Goofy, Goof. Oh, Mr. Wiggly. Oh my god, Mr. Wiggly. Gifting 10 subs. What the heck? What is that all about? Well, I'm gonna die on repeat for a while. Oh god. Mr. Wiggly, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Yep. Mr. Wiggly woke up and chose violence today. For sure. Run away, run away. Revenge? What do you mean revenge? What have I ever done to you? Let's see who got the 10 gifted subs. It was Goofchi, Jaguar, 2321, Bartolomed, King Regnog, Hayden28, C Scott Play, Galaxy Zug, Astral K9, Orange Dugong, and Must Dope. Look at that. 10 gifted subs, and I know most of these people. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs, Mr. Wiggly. I really, really appreciate it. Don't appreciate the deaths though. Oh. Hey, you go away. You need to go first. Oh, there's my grave. In the water again. Don't drop. Oh, oh my god. Where's my grave now? Oh, there it is. Okay, okay. That's good. Okay, everyone move away from my grave, please. There's a lot of stuff. Oh, shoot. I probably need to make some walls. Probably need to make some walls for my sky block. Wow, that was quick. Okay, witches need to go first. These witches are gonna be the death of me otherwise. Okay, my grave is over here. I definitely need a bigger base, that's for sure. I don't think a house would be built in a day though. I don't have the materials to build a house. I barely have cobblestone right now. Wow. Oof. Jeez. That came out of nowhere. I was just chilling in my base. Just hanging out. Oh. Now I'm dying. On repeat. Yes, there goes the witch. Haha. Okay, is there any more? Oh, there's a couple more witches over here. Let's get rid of that one. Hey, hey, stop, stop. Yeah, these witches are pretty much stuck over here. Okay, how do I do this? How do I deal with these witches? Okay, everyone come this way, please. Alright, yes, over here, over here. Okay, okay, stop it. Stop it. Made a couple magmatic dynamos and made 5 mechanism wind generators. Didn't they nerf the mechanism wind generators in 1.18? I thought they did. Ah. Pretty sure they did. Oh, you went up 60 blocks. Oh, that must probably help. Yeah, I got one. I got a spider. Probably missed a couple of messages over here. One sec. Get flux dust from sieving, so don't really even need the bedrock. Oh, that's true. That's true. I might just do that instead. Oh, so many mobs. I like that the ghostly shape at least gives me a little bit of time. Get out. It's my base. I'm dead. No. Don't fall off. If I don't fall off, at least I can get back over here quicker. There's 400 FE per tick from them. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, that's gonna be a lot of deaths. I just fell as I died. Ooh, that skelly's on the edge over there. Ouch. Hey! Hey! mobs that are slapping me up at this point. Okay, calm down. Deep breaths. Oh, you stay away from me. Ooh. Ooh. You're keeping the autosave, hammer, and compactor going anyway. Do you have any upgrades in your compactor or your sieve or hammer? Three gold in all? Nice. I've got 3 gold in my compactor. Yeah, in each of them, right. So I've got 3 gold in my flux compactor, but my sieve and my hammer is just running without any upgrades. But now that I have some resources, it's somehow so satisfying. Oh, there he goes. How many deaths do you guys think this is gonna be? I have a feeling it's over 30 at least. Yeah, Mr. Wiggly is normally on the receiving end of these. Aha, I'm back. You didn't expect that, did you? Okay, I guess they did. Oh, or maybe they just don't care. Okay, one of those zombies is stinky. Oh, God. I'm gonna die. Alright, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? I'm waiting. I bet Gray... Oh, there we go. Oh, Nitsa did it. I knew it was gonna happen. Hey, Zubby. Ouch. Aha. Hey, Zug. How's it going? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I think this witch is all that's left. Get out of here. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm just trying to clear out some of the mobs from Mr. Wiggly's 10 gift the bomb. Absolute madness. Oh. I just brought my sword to the witch like, okay, you're gonna die now. And boop, just got slapped with a bottle in my face. Ah, there you go. Finally. Okay, so I think we should be able to do some stuff over here. We have 1 level, which means we can use them for one of these things. Now, what sort of stuff should we get? I think I want to retain experience on death. I think this would be pretty good. There we go. Knowledge raises the soul. Can't be a proper witch, she floats. Or is it they float? If they float, they're a witch, can never remember. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't think I've heard that before. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, so we have the lead coming in over here. Over here, see? And then scrambled eggs can go here. No, that's the Philosopher's Stone. Phantom Charm, Magic Map. All of the stuff. Whew, that was a good few deaths. What do you guys think? How many deaths was that? Any guesses in chat? let's see, anything in here? Nope, I think we should be fine. Flux crystal. You say 42? It's a catch 22. If you float, you're a witch, and if you drown, oops. Hey Emily. 27, says Cat. Okay, let's take a look. Oh god. Definitely looked like more than 27. Let's see though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Oh, we might actually be close to 42. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 48 deaths. Good lord. How do you remove them so fast? You hit the delete key. Delete just gets rid of them. So that's how I remove them. Wow, 48 deaths. Thank you, Mr. Wiggly, for the 10 gifted subs. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, it never used to. Ever since they updated it, that's been pretty awesome. Yeah, you used to need to right click and delete each of them one by one, but now thankfully you don't need to do that anymore. Thank God for that. Okay, so I need 5 iron and 2 copper. Let's get some of that. And we're gonna make the charger from Applied Energistics 2. Because apparently this thing is a quest reward that gives you fluids, either crystals, dust, or some charged Certus crystals, or some Certus quartz. So we need some of that. I also need to figure out a way to get my furnaces upgraded so that I can turn them into factories. If you check iron furnaces, there's been a lot of updates recently. So you can basically turn your furnaces into generators for generating power as well. And there's a factory augment that converts the furnace into a factory. So this is pretty much like a mechanism factory. So it's really awesome. What was the thing? Was it like this? Yes, there we go. I remember. So this thing is a charger. And that gave us, I think it gave us a few Certus quartz crystals. Okay, what's next? We need to get some fluix dust and fluix crystals. Now, do I have any more fluix dust? I do. Nice. Let's get rid of all of this. And get the fluix crystal. Oh, don't want to put that away. Let's put that in there. So much stuff. I have so much stuff. Okay, I have plenty of iron pieces. I'm just probably going to compact these myself. Shift K. That should do it. Put this in here. Yeah, this chest is filling up pretty quick, so I might need to do something about this. Now, raw iron can be turned into blocks of raw iron. Now, I want to know, can you smelt this? You can smelt it in an arc furnace. You can purify it, enrich it, 9 to 12, okay? And then you can smelt 1 block of raw iron and get 2 blocks in the smeltery. That could be doable. But you can't smelt it in the redstone furnace or the energized smelter, which is unfortunate. They're pretty good for power gen. Not spectacular, but quite efficient. 2 times the base sterling or 4 times as efficient with the augment. That could be useful though. That could be useful. Okay, so next thing to do is to get the rewards, put them away. And I need to drink some water. Clear my throat just a moment. That feels better. So I think I need to make some what is this? I need to get the presses, and that needs sky stone and iron plate and so does quartz. Oh, interesting. And how do you get the other ones? So that's for the calculation press, but how do you get the other presses? Applied press. So we have the calculation press with sky stone and iron plate. Then we need a diamond for the engine. Okay, I see how you get this. It's pretty easy. If you say Sterling is a baseline, iron furnaces get 2 or 4x, power furnator gets 3x. Haven't done the math for advanced generators yet. I think I'm gonna go for my trusty old what do you call it? My trusty old gas burning generator. That might be the way for me to go. It's the easiest way to do it, I think. Never use a heat generator? You should tell that to Mr. Wiggly. He's the one who I constantly keep telling never use that, but he always does it, and I think at this point he just does it to spite me. It's sad. Okay, I think I need 4 more iron. Let's get some more iron cooked up. And how do you get iron plates? Iron plate. Hey, not plate. Plate. Use them all the time just because I shouldn't like. See, I told you. I told you. Okay, can we make a roller? This thing. Oh, that's gonna need its own power system though. Yeah, that's not gonna be worth it. I might make a multi-servo press. Lived on the heat gen trivially in this pack until you built a reactor. Bigger reactors fairly easy to make. Yeah, I think bigger reactors are pretty decent thing. What's the coil thing? Hot one side, cold on the other? I think that is vortex tube. No, I'm not sure. Hey, C Scott, how you doing? Yeah, Mr. Wiggly gave the sub. Okay, I think I need an engineer's hammer. I think it's time. It's time we make an engineer's hammer. Ew, mech reactor. I think mech reactors are pretty awesome in this pack. They're not simple for sure. There we go. Engineer's hammer. This should allow us to get iron plates. Oh, I think we need 2 more. Oh, did you guys know that the engineer's hammer can rotate chests? I did not know this. That's new. You're getting about 40 RF per tick from the heat gen. I just don't like the heat generators. It feels like cheaty power to me. Something that you don't need to do anything to set up. That kind of irks me. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. Okay, let's see. We need to put this. Iron plate goes there. This goes there. That should make the plates. Yes, there we go. It's basically like geothermal generator. Yeah, pretty much. So geothermal generator, that's from oh, that's not in the pack. Oh, that's from FTB Industrial Contraptions. I thought there was something from Immersive Engineering that did thermal stuff. Oh, this one. Thermoelectric generator. That's similar to the geothermal. A heat gen is basically a geothermal gen. True, that's correct. That is correct. There we go. Got all the 4 presses. That should give us some skystone apparently. I don't know why. But we've got the presses now. Let's sleep. Oh, hang on. Do we have the sleep charm in this pack? We do. And it looks a little bit different. So we need some gold, some wool, and a bed. Did you guys know that they changed the sleep charm? This used to need a phantom membrane to make this. It's been changed. So it just needs a bed, 4 different pieces of wool, and 4 gold ingots. Oh, this is different. This wards off the effects of insomnia. It doesn't increase your speed of sleep. Did they change it? There's a warding charm to ward off negative status effects. Oh, that needs a nether star. Never mind. They're not doing that. Also, they removed fast sleep. I don't like that. I used to love the sleep charm because it allowed you to sleep instantly. Not sure why they changed it. I'm not happy with that. Not happy at all. Oh, that's annoying. And it doesn't seem like there's any other charm that gives you fast sleep. Darn it. Okay, so we need to make some processors now. Let's see, what I want to get set up is one ME controller. That's going to need an engineering processor. Then we need to get an ME drive. That's going to need 2 of them. So 3 engineering processors. And then we need the terminals. So where do we get the terminals from? There they are. So Linux user joke goes here. Okay, so we need a crafting terminal. That's going to need a calculation processor and 1 logic processor. So we need 1 logic, 1 calculation, and 3 engineering processors. Okay, so let's get some silicon up and running. I think 16 should do for now. And then 1 calculation, 1 logic, and 3 engineering. I think this should be it. Make a stack of each. I'll probably do that once I have multiple inscribers, because like having one inscriber, it's a little bit annoying to do stacks at a time, because I'm going to be waiting for a lot of time for them to process. So I think it's just faster to do as much as I need, and then we can move on from there. I think for this 4 skystone, I'm just gonna smelt it into skystone blocks, because we need that to make the controller. And we also need some fluix crystals. I need to make 2 more of those. So just need 1 of these with, what was it? Sand. I think I have sand. So 2 fluix seeds. This can be used to make 2 more fluix crystals. Are we done with the silicon? Need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's just put 5 silicon in here. Oh, I forgot this doesn't take stacks. That's even more annoying. You know what the most annoying part about the Inscriber is? You can't put a stack of items in the input, but it can hold a stack of items in the output. Like where are you holding that silicon? I don't see it. Okay, let's get that out. Can hop in and out. Yeah, I could do that. Do we have uppers in this pack? AE2 Things is in the pack? Yeah, it is. It's the advanced inscriber from AE2 Things we can use. some more stuff. That's gonna need some more engineering processors. I guess I could do this. It just needs 2 more engineering processors. Yeah, but it isn't that good, honestly. The only thing it does is it gives you 1 stack of items instead of 1 item per operation. It's not that good. Lazier AE2 is in the pack, so that's much better. Lazier. So I can use the circuit etcher once I get like all of this stuff. That would be much faster. That just needs some parallel processors, which need some resonating crystals, which need some resonating seeds, resonating dust, and that's just skystone and ender dust. So I should be able to do that. It's going to take a little bit of time, but time is something that I just have to put in. You search for Inscriber, which is why you didn't see that. Yeah, Lazier AE2 is much better than AE2 things, but it's a process in and of itself, so it's not going to be something that I can do right away, but over time I should be able to do. If it let you configure the input side, that would be preferred. I think one of the main reasons they didn't do that was because they wanted the Inscriber to be automated using AE2 itself, with like the import and export buses and all of that. So that's why they wanted you to have the sidedness configured using AE2. Never seen the lazy mod things? Oh, it's pretty awesome. I first used Lazier AE2 in FTB University on Mr. Wiggly's server, and it was like one of the best mods I ever seen. Because if you take a look at the circuit etcher, right? The circuit etcher, the recipes for this, you don't need to make the circuits for the Certus Quartz, Diamond and Gold. You can just put the Diamond, Silicon and Redstone dust directly in here and you can get the processor. So normally you would need to make the printed engineering circuit and the printed silicon, which is like their own processes, but the circuit etcher makes it so that you don't need to do that anymore, which I think is pretty awesome. Yeah, it really helps a lot. Okay, ME controller, networking switchboard. I think I need to make some basic cables. That's just fluix, that's quartz fiber, and okay, we can do that. So I need 3 Certus quartz and 6 glass. Someone said they wanted it in Omnifactory. I can see why. It is pretty awesome. I think I need some more fluix. I'm gonna take 4 fluix, get 4 seeds, and make some more crystals. You'll want to make immersive metal press eventually, so you can make all the modium plates and rods with 1 ingot instead of 2. Okay, sounds good. It'll be something to work towards, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna do this real quick. Why is this not going in here? Is there no place in here? Oh, that might be it. There's no place in there. Remember a pack you had to use the AE2 quartz knife to get started. I had no idea there was a quartz knife. Oh, this thing, the cutting knife. Oh, this is for making cable anchors, isn't it? Yes, it is. I know my AE2. Right. Last few fluix crystals. How many do I need? I think I need 3 or 2, right? So quartz fiber and fluix crystal, that makes fluix ME glass cables. That is a task complete. And apparently I need to make the covered cables for some reason. Both glass cable and their covered counterpart can carry up to 8 channels along a single section of cabling. What about the dense cable? How do you make this? That's just 4 of the covered cables. And how do you make the covered one? Just with some white wool. So I guess I need to get some white wool for that. Let's see. 16 string should be 4 white wool. And then 4 of those, that's the covered cables, and then 1 dense cable. Quest complete. That gave me 2 Certus quartz crystals. That was definitely not worth it. Definitely not worth it. On the pack you were on, it was used with 4 materials to make processor parts. So then you can make the Inscriber. Oh, I see. That's a little bit different. So there's a quest for cable anchors, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't really need it. What am I going to make facades for right now? Like, I literally have everything out in the open, so no point in doing that. We'll just focus on, not that, we'll just focus on getting the ME controller. So for that we're gonna need annihilation and formation cores and illuminated panels. That's gonna need some quartz glass. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4. Oh, that's 5. So let's make 5 quartz and 4 of these, so that gives me 4 quartz glass. Now what was the recipe to make the illuminated panel? Is 2 glowstone, 1 redstone, and 1 iron. 2 glowstone. I think I need some iron. Just gonna make half a stack. I think tomorrow I might start Tinker's Construct, because we do need to get a smeltery up and running. Most facades you just use chisel and bits. I don't think I've ever used chisel and bits, like, more than making the chisel tank for the matter, what do you call it, the AE2 singularity. Apart from that, I've never used chisel and bits. Anchors also allow you to run cables alongside each other without cross connections. Oh, that might be useful actually, because we do have channels enabled in this pack. You're in a subreddit for your car model and you can't get over the number of people in there that says my brand new car has this issue. What should I do? Take it back. Just take it back. That's all you need to do. Okay, there we go. Got the illuminated panel. Then I just need the formation and annihilation cores. So that is Certus quartz, fluix dust, and logic processors. So I think I need 2 more logic processors if I want to do this. Looks like it. I got a message saying I need to get my transmission checked at the dealer. Yeah, literally, all you do is take it to the dealer. Why is there a question about what you want, what you need to do? Just take it to the dealer, that's it. It's literally what they're telling you to do. People are silly. People are just silly. Okay, I need 2 of these circuits. If it's brand new, if it's under warranty, it's the dealer or manufacturer's problem. Yeah, pretty much. If a brand new car has a problem, then you should be taking it back to the dealer immediately. Like, a car is not something that you can just adjust things about. If it's not working as it's supposed to, you take it to the dealer. That's it. It's a failing of the modern world that common sense is becoming less and less common. Ah, that actually hurts. But it's true. It's true. I need one piece of Certus quartz dust, and I need one piece of quartz dust, and I also need one fluix dust. So I should be able to just put one in here and make some fluix dust. There you go. So formation core is going to be fluix dust, Certus quartz, and logic processors. Oh, maybe it's fluix crystals. Oh, that's the wrong one. There you go. Formation core, annihilation core. So this should give us the ME terminal if I craft it. Perfect. And then for the crafting terminal, I just need a calculation processor and a crafting table. I think I'm just going to use this crafting table for now. Or maybe I should keep this as a backup. I have 4 planks, so I should be able to make this. One calculation processor, ME terminal, that's the crafting terminal done. Ouch! Oh, heat! Heat! Welcome in! Welcome in, raiders! How's it going? Heat, how was your stream? What did you do today? Welcome in, raiders. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Deadshot. We play modded Minecraft here. And we're currently doing a pack called All the Mods 7 to the Sky. I should probably remove that fiery helmet. My Twilight portal's gone again. I'm gonna have to do that setup again. Or maybe I'm just gonna do my warp instead. Ouch. Played some Eidolon, Idle Skilling, and Chivalry too. Nice. How's Skyblock going? We're getting there. We're getting towards digital storage today. It's gonna take a little bit of time though. Ouch. Ah, there you go. There's one of the heat. Yeah, giving these guys diamond helmets was probably a bad idea. To make our area a little bit larger, just a little bit, although not large enough, I guess. Oh, looks like all the zombies fell with me. Where's my grave? There you are. There it is. Looks like all the zombies fell off with me. That's unfortunate. But welcome in. Welcome in. Let me give you a shout out. I should probably do a shout out for Al as well. I don't see. Oh, there you are. That's the Al.
Ladies
the Algia.
and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Oh, look at that. Then we can get one out for heat as well. It mainly is apparently a speaker. Oh, Emily's trying to get a speaker. Okay, so we were working on some stuff. A lot of stuff, as you can see in my inventory. It's completely messed up. So we got ourselves the ME crafting terminal and the ME controller. Now I need to get an ME drive in place. So ME drive. Now that's going to be 2 cables and iron ingots. Okay. Hey Dagon Mist. How's it going? How's your day? My day is going really well. Really, really well. How about you? Let's get the ME drive. Now I need to put this somewhere. I'm just gonna put it over here for now. Maybe not. I need to get power to it somehow. So I might just put it on this side instead. Once again, this is just temporary. Once I get a base up and running, we will change everything out. Put this over here. Unfortunately, I probably need to remove this. Now, do I have any pipes? Do I have any energy pipes? I thought I should. But I guess I'm using them all over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I definitely should have more. Unless I'm just going blind. Oh, there they are. I seize it. So I need my pipe wrench. And since I have a backpack now, I think it is time for me to take all of my wrenches and put them into my backpack. It's high time. So there is a shears, some wrenches, the wrench from Integrated Dynamics. Is that it? I thought I had more wrenches than that. Okay, never mind. That should start giving this some power. So the terminal is now active. I'm going to put this in sort order descending. This is going to be sorted by number of items. And I'm going to make this a small terminal style and set this to search with JEI. Now, can I set this to be at the center of the screen? Center search. There we go. That's what I want. Nice. That looks much better. That looks clean. So if I need to search something, I'm just gonna have to look over here. Nice. Now I don't have any drives in here. I need to start putting some drives in. Now unfortunately, the disk drives from AE2 things, these require netherite ingots. So there's no way I can get this right now. I might be able to get it in the future, but netherite scraps and ancient debris. How do you get ancient debris? You can find it in Worldgen in the nether, but the nether is a sky block, so I can't really get that. I could do netherite essence, but that's going to be mystical agriculture. Then is there any other way? Scrap for netherrack? I think that might be the only way. Yeah, that might be the only way. So there's a 0.4 and 0.8% chance of getting it from the diamond mesh and the emerald mesh. And from the netherite mesh, there's a 5% chance. But that's gonna need at least one piece of netherite. Okay, so I need to get some netherrack up and running. I think it's time for us to get the igneous extruder. That needs 1 bucket of witch water, 1 bucket of lava, and a block of redstone. Okay. So let's get started. The igneous extruder is going to need some Invar ingots. So Invar is basically, I think it's nickel and iron, if I'm correct. Redstone under and lava and water on the sides. Yes, that is exactly what we need to do. So this should turn into Invar, right? Yes, I need to get a couple more. There we go. 6 dust should be enough. Let's put this away. And then we need a Constantan gear. Constantan, how do you make this? That is from copper and nickel. So how much do I need? I just need 4 Constantan. That's going to be a couple of copper and a couple of nickel. You have yours in a 2x2. The lava and witch water are shared by both the netherrack and endstone generators. Oh, that's a good way of doing it. I should probably make 2 of these, but yeah, I mean, I guess I could. That's just going to need a little bit more work. Oh, that's fine. One more copper. Or is it two more? Two more copper. Two more nickel. Then I just need to put that over there. Get some more invar. Get some more constantan. Put the dust in here. And we should be good. The 8 constantan will go in making the 2 constantan gears. Now that needs some iron nuggets. I do have some iron nuggets. And then the invar is just going to be used on the outsides. Then we need glass, piston, redstone, servo. That's pretty easy. That is not an issue. So redstone, let's just get 1 stack out. We have some iron over here. Oh, my inventory is a mess. It's a complete mess. I need to get a couple of these redstone servos. Then we need... I need some planks. Where's my planks? Because we do need to make a couple of pistons. 2 of them should do. And then I'm missing the glass and the constantan gears. Okay, looks like my inventory is completely full. There we go. Constantan gears. And there we have 2 igneous extruders. That's exactly what we needed. I'm gonna keep all of this in my inventory for now because there's no way for me to place it. Maybe I could put it over here. But even more non-stackable items over here. That's not gonna be a good idea. Let's do this. So, for endstone, what do I need? That's gonna be... Oh, that's lava and glowstone at the bottom. Okay. So I just need to have something on the bottom over here. 1 and 2. So I can do a block of glowstone should be pretty easy. A block of redstone should also be pretty easy. Let's just do this and this. So these are both going to need lava, right? How do I do this? I have some more slabs. So what I could do is just this. And that should be enough. Throw the water away. Get some lava. It's 1. And that's 2, right? And then if I get a bucket of witch water and I put it in between these 2, they should start producing. There we go. Endstone and netherrack. Now these things extract to the top, right? Or do you need to set them to extract? I don't think you can. How do I extract these? Can I just put drawers on top? Need to drink some more water. Hi, Talking Retired. You can pipe out. Anyone know what augments work in them? I think you can use the integral components. What I need to know is, can you just put a drawer on top of them? Or do they have to be piped out? Okay, looks like they have to be piped out. That's not a problem. Oh, hang on. Scrambled eggs. Ooh, I could do a drawer with a pull upgrade. That's a good idea. What do I need for a puller upgrade? That's just a hopper, another drawer, and some stone. What the? Who did that? Legacy man. Thank you for the yeet. So I need 6 stone. Is that any stone? Yeah, looks like any stone will work. 2 drawers, hoppers, and redstone. 2 of these. I need 10 iron ingots. That's gonna be expensive. It's fine. We have plenty of iron. 2 hoppers. And then 2 drawers. That's going to be a few more planks. No, not sticks. Good lord. All devices need an active output, none have push or pull. I see. When you right click the upgrade in your inventory, it changes the direction it pulls from. Okay, gotcha. So what I need now is 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these. And I'm missing my stone. I need some stone. I only have 5. How much do I need? I need 12, right? I need 7 more. Make some stone for me, please. Once I have 1, I can make a puller upgrade. That's 6 stone, hopper, and drawer. There we go. So the direction is down. So if this says puller upgrade direction down, does that mean it's pulling from the bottom, or that should be correct, right? One worked but the others didn't and took you a minute to figure out. So direction down means it's pulling from down. Nice. That's pretty awesome. Let's get another one of these. And then if I just set these over here with the puller upgrade. Oh, no. Please don't do that. There we go. Nice. And that works pretty fast. Very clean. Yep. I'm really liking this. That looks good. So we should be able to get a stack of each and then crush them with the hammer. How do you crush them? Yeah, with the hammer. Hey DSPrec, rename an item. What sort of item do you want me to rename? Wish they made them IC2 ones. Click on surface you want to work. Water bucket? You've already named this water bucket. You've already done that. It is a water bucket. Or it's not you who's done it, it's Minecraft that has done it. Do you want it to be named something else? Or do you want anything else to be named water bucket? Water bucket. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I should probably get a labeler if I'm going to do naming things. That's going to need a book. Do I have a leather? I don't think I do. But I have 1 rotten flesh. This should be able to make leather, right? In the drying basin? I hope so. DS bricks for the bucket? Sure. We'll do that. I just need a bit of leather. There we go. So we have our leather. Now we need 3 paper. The Brilliant? Thank you for the follow. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Please let me know how you would like me to pronounce your name so that I don't make mistakes. If they didn't have pullers, you could always go Pneumaticraft, the transfer gadget. Oh, transfer gadget. Nice. I didn't know that's a thing. Transfer gadget. Oh, it's pretty cheap as well. Nice. I might look into that. Zebullient. Okay, Zebullient. There we go. I'll try to remember that. Welcome in. What was I doing? I was making a book and quill, right? So how do I do a book and quill? I need a feather and an ink sac. Okay, How do I get a feather? Might need to kill a chicken in the Twilight Forest. Same with the ink sac. You have a nice voice. I'm putting a stream on to sleep to, and saw that you were playing All the Mod 7. You just started playing yesterday. Nice. Thank you for using me as your sleeping voice. I really appreciate that. I hope you have a nice sleep. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to do a waterlogged sand sieve, and we should be able to get some ink sacs by doing that. Does the pack have resource chickens? No, unfortunately it does not. However, we should be able to do this. Oak sieve, waterlog it, iron mesh, and I'm just going to do 4 sand. There's a 25% chance of getting ink sac, so I'm hoping I should get some with 4 of these. There we go. Look at that. Too good. Ink sacs. I don't think I need the seagrass or the purple coral, so I'm just gonna remove that. This can go back where it came from. And now for the feather, I'm just gonna need to go to the Twilight Forest. Now a portal got destroyed again, so unfortunately I can't use the portal. However, I do have a warp point set over here, so we're just gonna be using the warp point to travel. Now there's a chicken here. Please drop a feather. You did not drop a feather. You annoying little creature. When will chickens learn that if you drop the feather, the other ones won't be harmed? There we go. Got a feather. Back home. Yeah, bees. This mod pack has productive bees. It's not resourceful bees, but still pretty decent. Do I have any crystallized chunks? I have 3. How many do I need for this? I need 4. Of course I do. Right, give me some more. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason we're making the labeler, by the way, is because we can rename anything in here without needing XP. If I could spell. There we go. DS Bricks Water Bucket. There you go. Nice. That's complete. I'm going to keep the labeler in my inventory in case anyone asks for another item to be renamed. That would be useful. And now I need to crush this. I need to crush the endstone and netherrack. So where should I do this? I guess here is as good a place as any. And then for netherrack, ouch. Okay, oh, this is a slab. No wonder the water didn't go on top. Can we get a labeler for vanilla? That would have been nice. Okay, I'm just gonna do this over here. Okay, let's see if we can try to get it this time. Nice. I got it. Okay, so crushed endstone and crushed netherrack. I'm just gonna put this in here. And I'm gonna take this out and put it in here. So this should process 8 at a time. And this is completely full. Or almost full. Let's put that away, put that away. So much stuff. Yeah, see, this is the reason why we need digital storage, because my inventory is completely filled up over here. I don't have any place to put this stuff in. Is there anything I can delete? I could probably delete that bowl. Although I don't want the lead pieces to go in there. Put those in here. Just another 100 drawers to help. Yep. That always works. Throw drawers at the problem. Okay. These items have been in my inventory from when I use them, because I don't have any space to keep them. Now what I want to do is I want to make one full drive of 1K discs. That's going to be 630 different item types, so that should be pretty helpful. So if I want to make a 1K component, what do I need for this? For 10 of these, I need 10 logic processors. That's basically 10 pieces of gold. So let's get the 10 pieces of gold. And I also need 10 silicon. Now I have 9 silicon, so I can just make one more. And then I will need 10 redstone, of course, and 40 Certus quartz crystals. 40 of these. Anything else? Probably 40 redstone as well. So let's just get one stack for now. And that should give us plenty of storage space early on, so that we can get rid of these alchemical chests. And I'll actually keep this chest. I'm going to put that down here in place of this chest. I always aim to craft a 64k to put in and fill, then craft more. So the reason why I'm doing 1k is because I'm using these to make the storage cells, which only have 63 types of items that I can store in them. If I was doing refined storage, I would go straight for the 64k. No cap, I would go straight for the 64k. But with AE2, you have to do things differently. Okay, are you going to be done anytime soon? Was that Project Red? Nope, there's no Project Red in the pack. There's Project E though. Okay, silicon, I just need to make some silicon stuff. Oh, no worries. Do I have any iron? I have 3. I need 2 more. There we go. Iron ingots have been acquired. I think you know where this is going. Oh, what is that? A cooking pot. That's new. You're tempted to add refined to this pack? For some reason, they removed refined storage due to some compatibility issues. Hey Cuboid, we just checked that earlier. Those disk drives need netherite ingots, so they're fairly expensive. That's why I'm not using them. That is going to be the end game for, like, not end game, but that's going to be the end goal for this pack, to have those disk drives instead of the storage cells. I should also go ahead and do this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I forgot to do it.
Your attention, please.
Logic press, let's put the logic ones in here. Just tuned it, no problem. They left it in the regular ATM7. Yeah, I think there's some problem with the Skyblock version. I checked in their Discord, and that's why they removed refined storage. I was tempted to put it in myself. However, I didn't want anything to go bad because I'm streaming the pack, so I decided not to do it. If I was just playing it normally, I probably would have put refined storage in. Don't care too much about incompatibility issues when I'm not streaming. Sounds like there was just some AE2 lobbying. I don't know. There's plenty of people in the All the Mods community that loves refined storage, so I don't see why there would be any lobbying. You copy the profile, so if it messes up, you'll still have a good one. Oh, that's good. Always good to make backups when you're playing modded Minecraft. It's just good. What do you call it? It's a good practice. I always make a backup every day after my stream, before I quit the pack, or after I quit the pack. I make a backup and I replace the old backup. You never know when your world could get corrupted or something. Like, there's an armory cabinet in this pack. This thing can corrupt your world, so make sure you're a bit safe when you use it. Make sure you're careful when you use that thing. Okay, I think this should be enough. We need to put this here, and then these. That should be the 1K components. Now I need some storage housings. Also, I should check this quest line. Okay, I'm just gonna claim all of these. Refined style disc too if you're not careful. True. That's true. Okay, is there anything that's left to be claimed? I don't think so. I don't know why I need to make an ME chest for this to be complete. That's so annoying. But I guess I have to. This needs an ME terminal. So for the ME terminal, I'm gonna have to do this all over again. One more silicon, please. I don't know why I have two over here. That's weird. Back in the day, you only used ME chest with 64K. I guess that's a way of doing it. And on top of everything else, it's raining. Once again, it has started raining. Okay, let's make another ME terminal so that we can get that stupid chest out of the way. ME terminal. I think I should have everything inside my inventory to make one. Yep, definitely do. Oh, I've been shrunk. GS brick with the shrink. Okay, for this I need 2 iron ingots, 1 copper ingot, and 2 Fluix ME cables. So that's gonna need a quartz fiber. I'm pretty sure I had 1 quartz fiber somewhere over here. There it is. So I should be able to make the sword, name it Fred. Okay, I can do that. There we go. The sword has been named Fred. Unsure what's wrong with them, but as AE2 you call them AE1 drives. Okay, we need 1 copper and 2 iron. Let's put that in there. Now drop the shovel. Hey King Zulu. I think I'm gonna keep the shovel for now. I'll drop it later. Oh, Joe. Will you stop that? Just because I've given you the ability to hit me, it means you should hit me, actually. Okay, I need to make some storage housing. Hey, stop that. What is the housing thing called? ME item cell housing, is that it? So that's gonna need 30 iron ingots. If items have too many NBT tags or something, it can corrupt the world, and a lot of mob dropped weapons or items have a lot of tags. Ah, that makes sense. Okay, so I need 30 bits of iron. I need 30 bits of redstone, I think. Yes, and I need 20 quartz glass. I have 1. So I need to get some more. Quartz glass, 1, 2, 3. What am I missing? I'm missing some glass. Why so many? Because I'm making 10 1K drives. 1K discs. I also need some sand. So let's get some sand. Yes, 10 discs will make it a little bit easier for me to manage my item types. That's what I'm going for. Did I do 11? I think I did 11. Let's put that away. Ooh, oh god, King Zulu. Oh my god. Just as I was falling. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I did not expect that. That was pretty awesome. Oh, hey, 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 hey. Whoa, hey, hey. Stop that. Hey, FML. Clippable moments by Zulu. That is pretty clippable. Clippable. Okay, I should be able to hammer this down into sand, right? Yep, there we go. I'm just gonna put it in here for now. So that can just smelt continuously. One too many. Oh, I actually need just 4. I had the one where you saw stop speaking and you played a lot. That was pretty awesome. That was so good. I actually was in another person's stream and he gave me a shout out and it played that clip and he was laughing pretty hard. It was pretty good. There's some pretty good trades here. However, they're not good enough. Hey. Oh, this thing was going down in power. Wait, what? What do you mean, wait? You killed llama 1 and 2? Yeah, I had to. Chat made me. Chat made me kill them. It was a majority decision by chat. Okay, there we go. We got 6 of these. I need a few more. Guess I could I guess that's enough, right? 1, 2. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. It's exactly how much I needed. So we can put that away. Now I need to make some space in my inventory because I don't think these things stack, do they? I'm pretty sure they don't. Pretty sure they don't stack. You just had a brilliant idea? Do tell. What's your idea? There we go. Got some item storage. Item storage. The place where the iron chunks are. Yes. What about them? Uh-oh, this thing is completely full. Make it a hopper pointing towards the red laser. This thing. And what do I do with that? Oh, I got some ender pearls. Nice. What does that help me with? Ah, that feels good. I feel good. Do, 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 do. From the laser you can point into a furnace. There's a reason I'm not doing that though. It's because I'm going to move everything into my AE system. Okay, this can go away. So if I break this chest, is everything gonna fall out? Or does the alchemical chest retain its inventory? Time to find out. It definitely doesn't retain inventory. That's good to know. Yeah, I could compact them. That's probably what I'm going to do in the long term. When I have too many of those items. Probably just gonna compact them. But for now, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, maybe I should not do that there. Good thing you used Zula already. Yep. The lovely bags too. Oh, there's you mean the alchemical bags? Oh, it feels so good to have A2 or like any form of digital storage. Feels so good. I'm probably going to refactor most of this stuff now. Now that I have my storage. First things first though. I'm gonna remove this. And put this down here. This has plenty more storage. AE2 drawers. Okay. Let's move this over here. Then diamonds and this stuff can come out. Struggle to know how to spell that A word unless playing Minecraft. The A word. Applied. Alchemical. Which one? For now I'm just going to remove all of this and put it in my AE system. I'm going to set up some like laser stuff in the future for easy automation. For now though, I think that should be a good point to stop with applied energistics. I think we've made plenty of progress on this for today. I'm going to remove all of this as well. I think it's time we made ourselves a magnet. We do have ender pearls now, which means we can get ourselves a simple magnet. Now this thing is going to require a piece of redstone and some iron. So let's get some iron. Let's get a glass out of here as well. See? Alchemical. Applied is easy. Yes. This is why what? You keep smelting iron? Yeah, I do, but that's just because it's on a what do you call it? As per needed basis. I'm not going to keep smelting iron one by one. I'm going to set up ore processing for this, which is why I'm not keen to smelt all of it directly. Once I get some iron, like once I get the proper ore processing set up, then we'll move all of our stuff into there. And then the finished ingots can probably go into either drawers or into my AE system, depending on what I need. Alchemical makes me think someone hit keyboard to type it at times. Okay, so I have Z as my activator for the magnet. Keep that in mind. I want to keep this. I want to keep the fiery helmet on, but the problem is, even though it gives me 6 armor, the problem is it burns attackers. You had ender pearls for ages if you made a philosopher's stone. 1 gold equals 8 iron equals 2 pearls. That's true. That's true. I'm just not very used to Project E, so I don't really know those recipes by heart, which is the problem. There we go. This has so much more space. I love it. I love it. And this thing is sieving way too fast. I don't really need this anymore. This is just going to do one at a time anyway. I can just use this. So I'm going to need to figure out a way to get my items from here, these pieces, directly into the compactor. So what I might be able to set up is one flux compactor over here, or maybe over here, and then I could get one node from laser IO and point from this flux sieve. Oh wait, I can't do that because the flux sieve doesn't have an output inventory. It can only input directly down. So I might need to figure that out. What about the soul sand sieving? Well, I need to make some more soul sand for that. So you see the way I have like everything scattered over here. I wanna once I get a bit of base expansion done, I'm going to start moving stuff away. So this is all gonna go. All of this mess that I've created is gonna go. I have endstone and netherrack being generated over here. What I think I'm going to do is make some copper. Do I have any copper in here? I do. So I'm going to make 2 copper upgrades for each of these. So that's going to be 4 blocks and 8. So that's 36 and 8. 44 copper ingots that I need for this. I should be able to smelt this up. And then the 44 copper, I'm just going to get 16 of this. These can go in here for a little bit of parallel smelting, I guess. Just give me a couple of these, please. Too bad you can't shift click coal into the furnace because of the graphite recipe. You know, the builder's one, so expansion should take seconds. It depends on how much material I have. So for example, if I was making a polished blackstone bricks, I don't have much of this. I need to get some black stone. Buccal stone. I could probably do an igneous extruder for this. One more coal each. Oh yeah, that's true. Thank you for reminding me, Emily. Ready for a wild idea? Go for it. Okay, how do I get rid of these heads? Oh, I can just hold them. That does not look right. Raise one block and make corner squares. Okay, what does that do? Imagine it's a 9 by 9 and you are in the center. Okay, I'm imagining it. The corner squares are raised up. Okay, would look cool. So you're telling me I just make a raised corner over here and make more squares around? Basically, I guess that's doable. I'm yet to come up with a design. I'm just planning some stuff. If I can do what I think I want to do, it would be pretty awesome. I'm just trying to figure out a way to see if it's possible, if I have the materials and stuff like that. It's a pretty neat design that I have in mind. I just need to get it to work. Okay, I need some. What do I need? I need some chests. So that's gonna need some chesting. There we go. 4 chests should be enough. And I think I also need a couple of drawers. Let's get some more. So I need some planks, which I am out of. Okay, so this functional storage mod is kind of expensive. If you think about the upgrades that you need, kind of expensive. Ah, come on. There we go. You just want some height variation to the floor. Yep. There's a log to make 64 planks. Yeah, I think that's a twilight oak log. Twilight oak log. I think that, no, that just makes twilight oak planks. How do you make the 64 planks? Skyblock's always flat. Yeah, that's true. This is the giant log. Giant log from Twilight Forest. There we go. So this is going to give me 16,000 items of storage. So if I make one more of these, that should be 65,000. It's either super flat or skyscraper. Yeah, I have seen plenty of like similar bases recently. Okay, so three of our storage cells are completely full of types, 63 types. So I think it's a good thing that I made 10 different ones, because that'll allow us to store a lot of items. Okay, let me see. Oh, I'm using my wrong hand for the mouse. Okay, so I accidentally put the rose quartz in here, which I should not have done. Why did you not make the good storage drives? Because those need netherite, Aradao. We don't have netherite yet. 2 copper worth more than 1 gold. Yeah, that's true. So we don't have netherite yet, but I'm hoping to get some in the future. Now I saved like 1 stack of netherrack and I didn't get any netherite out of that. I'm just gonna need to do some more. Have we made dark matter yet? Nope. Dark matter needs what do you call it? Hey, oh god, no. Emily. Why? Dark matter needs all the modium, which I don't have. Didn't plan over the edge. Yeah, I guess that's true. That's my fault. Okay, so have we made singularities? That's a little bit getting ahead of myself, isn't it? There we go. Now this should give me 9 stacks of crushed netherrack. There we go. This should be plenty to get some netherite, what do you call it? Scraps. I'm hoping. Now this thing is going to cross out because there's no space in the inventory. There we go. Perfect. And then I'm just going to take these 3 gold upgrades for now and put them in here. So just, this should speed it up quite a bit. Now I'm hoping that we get at least 4 pieces of netherite or ancient debris or netherite scraps, whichever one it's called, because that will allow me to get at least 1 netherite ingot. Please tell me this works. It's surprising that rose quartz comes from these netherrack sieving process. Netherite ingots have EMC. Oh, that's pretty awesome. If I get 1 netherite ingot, I could probably make more by using an alchemical chest. Not alchemical, sorry, an energy condenser. Oh, I have 14 levels. When did I get 14 levels? What the heck? That was something I wasn't paying attention to. I should probably also get like 9 stacks of these, so that we can get a few more ender pearls. 14 levels from dying. Imagine. I just keep dying then. Okay, so this can go here and here. There we go. In Ark you got levels from killing tribe members. That doesn't sound good. Okay, in the future I'm gonna get more of these flux sieves and flux hammers. So one of them is going to be for cobblestone, one of them will be for netherrack, one of them will be for endstone, and then one will be for gravel and one will be for sand. I should probably do this. I wish there was a way to speed this up even faster. I think the only other way is to get a diamond upgrade. So that's going to do 16 items, but it does 512 RF per tick. So that's going to be a lot faster, a lot more energy. I'm basically running the system on 40 FE per tick. So, you know, that's not gonna do. There's an upgrade after diamond and it burns the whole energy bar each process. That's the netherite one, isn't it? Didn't take note of what you had before dying. Just know an old tablet could not eat. This was like finally can redeem. Also, you got the new tablet, Emily. Congratulations. That must feel awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna fill that up so that this can't process anymore. Yeet! I'm finally throwing something else other than myself over the edge. Okay, but I think, let's see. Oh my god, no netherite. Almost shift click to share the item in chat. Nice. I still can't believe that I haven't got a single piece of netherite scraps. I have an emerald mesh. For goodness sake. Give me netherite. Where's the crushed netherrack? I mean, it is a 0.4% chance with a 0.8. So I guess I can't be too greedy about it. But I would have thought I'd get at least one by now. You know? At least one? Please? Getting plenty of gold though. Yeah, I need a lot more. Oh god. I wish this would like start from... I wish it would go round robin instead of only doing the first one. £230 tablet had 50 pounds off yesterday, so got it for 180 pounds and has 4G, unlike what you were looking to get. That's still 150 pounds. Oh, not bad, not bad. At least with how those sieves work, you'll get a few at once. Yeah, I hope so. I think the way this works is that if one of these gets netherrack, then it gets multiplied by 8 because I'm doing 8 at once, which is pretty neat. So the moment I get one of them, I'm going to get 8 at once, which is like my saving grace at this point. There we go. This is going to take a while though. Even though I'm sieving like 8 items at once. I could do the diamond upgrade. This is going to completely wipe out my energy if I did it. Can I do an integral component? I don't know why I'm going over there. If I did a hardened integral component, that's going to need 4 pieces of invar. I could do this actually. I could do this. I just need 2 raw iron and 1 raw nickel. Deadpool 3 might see Hugh Jackman back in the spandex. Ooh, nice. I loved Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I think he did a great job. He's a little bit old for the role now, but it would be nice to see him come back. Does one roll and multiplies instead of multiple rolls. Yep. That's pretty awesome. Ryan Reynolds is trolling with his new post. He does tend to do that. He does tend to do that. So take everything you see with a grain of salt. Okay, I think I should have 1 iron nugget. Yes, I do. I do have one. So do I have any gold? Nope. I just need to smelt it up. Thankfully that doesn't take too long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there's the gold gear. Need a couple of redstone. And I think we should be able to make the hardened integral component. That should double the speed of our magmatic dynamo. And I think the next level is signalum and electron, so we can't do that yet. Let's put this in here. That's going to do 80 RF per tick. So this should be a little bit faster. Although this is still consuming 64 FE per tick. Watch him in The Greatest Showman and Les Miserables. And hardly can imagine he's the same actor as Wolverine. Yeah, signalum. This thing. Signalum ingot. That needs signalum blend, which needs copper and silver and redstone. We'll do that in the future. Can you please do these first? Is that with the electric cross thingies? What? No. That's just a thermal alloy. You can use whatchamacallit. You can use the induction smelter to make it faster. Like without having to go through the blends and stuff. If you have the induction smelter, you can use a copper ingot or 3 copper ingots, 1 silver ingot, and 4 redstone, and it should make it directly. Okay, I think I'm just gonna keep this going. I don't see any more. I don't see any netherite pieces or scraps, so I'm gonna say that's pretty much a failure. Some induction smelter recipes are missing. Are they? What about signalum? Can you make that in an induction smelter? Yes, you can, thankfully. Yeah, you can make this at least. Need signalum for the second tier integral components. Yes, and enterium for the third. Is the smeltery in this pack? The Tinker smeltery? Yes, it is in the pack. Okay, finish the process. Boop, there we go. All right, I think that's as good a point as any to wrap it up. I'm just gonna keep an eye on this. So let's hit this button and let's see who we want to raid today. Oh, we have someone who I haven't been able to raid in a long time. She was in chat earlier. We haven't been able to raid Galaxy Zug in a while. She's playing Minecraft today. So she's a variety streamer. I always have a lot of fun hanging out in her chat. So let's go over there and have some fun. If you want to help with the raid, please copy the raid message. If you are subscribed, please copy the second raid message. And let's go raid Galaxy Zug. Thanks for the stream. No problem. Thank you so much for joining in the stream. Always a pleasure to have you here. I should be back tomorrow. It'll be 3 hours before whatever the time is for you now. So hopefully I should see you guys then. Until then, everyone stay safe and have an amazing rest of your time zone. Bye-byes.